Here again at the BICSI Winter 2016 conference at the Southwire booth, and I'm here with Mike. Mike, I understand you're going to demo some VDV cabling tools for us.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm going to give you a demo on how to terminate a coax cable. First, I'm going to use our diagonal cutters. This is specifically designed to cut through copper-coated steel center conductor, which is common on your coax cable. It makes a clean cut. It's V-shaped, so it doesn't compress the cable when you're making the cut. And now I'm going to use our radial stripping tool. I just insert this so it's flush on the other end of the cable. Just twist it around, and I'll do this by feel. When the feels like the braiding in the insulation is loose, I just pull off the tool, and now I can remove the inner insulation and the outer jacket, and just use your thumb here there we go. And now just fold back the outer braiding, and you note I've got a very perfectly formed quarter strip, and I'm going to use a compression type connector here. So just insert, and then just look down on the center of the cup and just make sure the white dielectric is flush with the bottom of the cup, and just a little bit more. That should be good. And now I'm going to use our compression crimper. Just insert it into the nest, give it a squeeze, and now we have a perfectly terminated F connector, compression style connector that is waterproof and will last for many years. Now I'm going to show you our tools for Datacom cable. First of all, we have our combination cutting tool and stripper. So it's designed to cut the cable. Also, it has adjustable cutting blade, so you can adjust it for the cable size, and you just want to go around one turn, not cutting all the way through the outer jacket, just scoring it, and now just snap it and pull loose. And now you have the cable is stripped, and I haven't nicked any of my conductors, which is very important. You don't want that to happen. And now I want to show you our spring-loaded electrician scissors. These have a serrated blade for clean cut. It has a cushioned palm grip here, and it's spring-loaded. Notice that the spring is internal to the mechanism, so the spring is not going to break loose over a period of time. It does have a lock on it as well. Stripping notches for stripping off your insulation, and it makes a very clean, even cut. Very comfortable tool to use. We also have our ratcheting crimping tool. This is for has nest for RJ45, RJ11, and also the 4-position phone type cables, and just crimp, and you make a perfect connection every time. And we have our impact tool, impact punch down tool. This is double molded. It has a very comfortable grip. Notice that there's a nest in here for your 66 blade, and you also have your cut side on the 110 blade. I always store it on the non-cut, so you don't have to worry about pinching yourself, and very comfortable feel. This has thumb studs, which is very nice because you can pull this out for your pick, your tools here, and this, usually it's very hard to get these out, but this makes it quite easy. So those are some of the things we have. I'll mention one more tool in closing that I forgot earlier. This is our compression crimper for compression type F connectors, and notice that this has a compound leverage mechanism, and it gives you twice the force, and so it'll crimp with low amount of force. And also notice that when it does come down, it's coming almost straight down, so you get a very even crimp on all 6 sides of the connector. Last, I want to show you our cable VDV tester, and notice we have rubber ports. This protects the input ports from getting dirt and dust and stuff like that. And notice the remote nests inside the body of the tester, and that can go both ways. So I can have this facing out, so I can test patch cables, or use it as a remote in most cases. So I'm just going to do a quick test by plugging in a patch cable and turning it on. All I have to do is rotate it to the Datacom test, and you notice I passed the test. All the pairs, I'm paired out correctly, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, etc. And if there was any fault, short, open, reverse pair, split pair, etc., it would show up as on the screen here, and your pairs would flash to tell you which pairs were miswired and how they were miswired. The other thing that's very nice about this also works as a built-in toner. It has a built-in toner using my Amplifier Probe. I can also tone out on any wire on this cable. I can hit this button here and go from 1 to 8. I can do it on pairs 1, 2, 3, 6, etc., or I can do it on all wires. So depending on what I want to do, if I just send the tone down a single pair, it keeps the signal from radiating from the cable, and you can hear the tone on the end of the cable. And that way, if you're in the wiring closet, you don't get interfering signals from other cables. Okay, so the other thing we have too is this is our Amplifier Probe, as I mentioned. This can be kitted with a toner, and it has a variable tone to it, so you can choose the type of tone you want. Notice that this has a nice method of storing the leads. When you're putting this in your toolbox and you pull it out of your toolbox, you don't have to worry about your leads snagging on a bunch of tools and pulling the tools out with them and eventually cutting off one of the leads. This has a bed of nails on it, so it'll go over insulated wire, and a double molded package, so it's very rugged. And on the toner, we've got a work light, and we also have a very narrow configuration, so it's very easy to see what you're working on. So that's it. As far as tools, look us up on southwiretools.com. We have our complete assortment. We have some videos. We have some manuals. So we have a lot of product information on the website. Contact us. We can help you in any way. Thank you very much for watching the video.
Perfect. Thank you, Mike.